Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video that's not been a BoxyCharm unboxing in like 3 months here. Yeah, so I have been busy, as we all know, as we all are, but I was sitting down the other day thinking like what can I do to restart my YouTube, because I have missed doing things on here. I have missed like creating tutorials that aren't 1 minute long on Instagram, and I got the idea of, well, Samantha Ravndahl had wanted to do like 1 palette a month kind of thing, and that series kind of de-escalated really quickly. Like she only did I think 1 or 2 months, and I was looking at my palettes the other day and I was like, my god, like I barely use these, and I don't feel like I don't want to not use them. Like I want my palettes to get use. So I thought I'd do a little series on my channel inspired by Samantha Ravndahl where I do 1 palette for every 2 weeks. So I'll be using the Dream Street palette for every tutorial, every picture in my Instagram for the next 2 weeks, every video in my Instagram for the next 2 weeks, minus base videos. So I thought that'd be a cool way to like pull out some old palettes, to use some old palettes, and to just like re-fall in love with things in our collection, because there's so much makeup always coming out, and I find this pressure, this very strange pressure to always buy more and kind of leave the things that I have loved to the side, and I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm trying to buy less makeup, so I thought we'd start with this. So we're going to talk through a tutorial look today. I don't have it on my face, obviously, but I do have my lids primed, so let's just get right into this. Hey, what's up guys? Okay, so I did a little tutorial that I filmed. It's going to go up on my Instagram yesterday using the blues in this palette, and I think I really want to use the mattes. I'm drawn to like these mattes here, but I want to do something with a glitter lip and something kind of wearable. I didn't think this out, obviously, because who would I be if I did that? So I think I'm gonna start off with the orange in this palette, this one right here. Now the one thing I forgot about these shadows is there's a lot of kick up, which I don't necessarily hate, and I'm just gonna buff this into my crease, going kind of high on the brow bone area, almost up into the brow bone, and I want a really light diffusion. Great. So these 2 colors here are really drawing me, as well as this one. So I think I'm first going to go into this bright one. I'm going to take that on a smaller brush. This is from Real Techniques. This is the base shadow brush. And because this is really bright, I don't want a super bright eye. So we're just going to kind of take a little product and really blend it into the outer V here. And then while we're buffing that, we're gonna just bring that slowly into the crease. And usually I like to wing my shadows out, but I'm not going to today. I don't think I'm going to today. And I'm gonna bring just a little bit of this more into, almost across the whole lid. I think we're gonna end up going, actually. And I don't know if you can see, I don't know if I remember this, but the shadow's kind of sticking down strangely. Nothing we can't work with. So next shade I'm going to go into is this one on the same brush here. And this is just a little bit of a deeper warm tone reddish brown. And I'm going to start building that up on just the outer V. If I remember, this color also comes off quite bright. Yeah. I think this is why I didn't use this palette as much as I wanted to when I first got it. I feel like these shades are brighter on my eyes than they look in the palette itself, and for everyday like office looks, this isn't necessarily my dream palette. And so then we are going to end up taking this deep shade, which I think is called Elfish, which is this one over here on that same brush again, quite a bit. I really want to deepen up the outer corner of this and try to bring out some of that brightness and tone it down a little bit, which I think it's definitely doing. Okay, so I actually really like the way this is turning out. This nice gradient. I am going to take a little brush just this little like spatula looking brush. And we're gonna go back to that first orange shade here on this brush. And on the rest of my lid that is left blank, the inner portion, I'm just going to pat this so it gets a full, nice, almost sunset-y gradient. Oh, that looks so nice. Wow, okay, I really like this. Kathleen, I should have never doubted you. Should have never doubted you. And then with our first big fluffy brush again, we're going to take the tiniest bit of that orange shade and just kind of blend over everything else. Just to make sure there's no harsh edges. And just to bring a little bit of warmth back up to that top. Okay, this is really beautiful. Okay, great. So we're gonna move into the face for a little bit. I'm gonna use my favorite primer, which is the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I think I'm almost out of this, but it is my favorite primer. And I do not think, however, that I'm going to repurchase it once I run out. Again, there are so many things on the market, and I have my eye on a few different primers that I think this is the last time I'm going to use this. I do have my eyes on a few different primers. One from Laura Mercier, since I started selling that at Ulta. That's really intriguing me. I repurchased that 3 different times in my life. And now for foundation, we're actually going to go with the Becca foundation. This I got in my BoxyCharm. It's the 24-Hour Ultimate Coverage Foundation in the shade Linen, which is actually my perfect shade. I picked this out myself. I'm going to take that on this Real Techniques sponge. I've been trying this out for a while, and I think I really like it. I mean, it's way more full coverage than I'm used to, and I'm getting used to like products sitting on top of it differently and more pigmentedly. But honestly, for full coverage, like, you can shear it out quite a bit if you just use a little bit. And I was using it with these new Luxie sponges, which I ended up really not liking, and I think that really dried out the product. But if you have a nice hydrating base, this is really nice. And I've had a lot of breakouts on my chin lately. I get stress breakouts on my chin and my forehead. I'm breaking out of my chin and my forehead because I'm really stressed out from all of the things that I have been doing and none of the sleep that I have been getting. Now for concealer, I'm going to go in with the new Colourpop, not new anymore, but new to me, Pretty Fresh concealer, and I have the shade Fair 20N. I've also really been liking this. I feel like definitely is hydrating. On its own, like to cover blemishes in my everyday makeup, I'm not a fan of it because it's a little too, like, on its own it doesn't stick well. It needs like a foundation as a base to stick onto. But with foundation, it is such a beautiful, beautiful finish. Like, look at how well that covers. And it doesn't look drying, which I have a problem with. So before I go in with powder, I'm going to actually use a cream bronzer today. I've been trying to use up some creams that are almost expired. This one says 12 months. I think I got this about a year ago. This is the Milk matte bronzer in the shade Baked. I think if I repurchase it, which I want to, I'm going to get the travel size, because there's no way that I would completely use up this bronzing stick. Like, so I did not originally have this idea to do this nice warm matte eye, but I did pick up the Alamar. What is this? This is the Colourpop Blush Trio in Fair to Light, and I think I'm actually going to mix these 2 shades together and find a nice blush. So I'm mixing Scorcher and Castaway. And I'm not usually an orange blush kind of person, but you know, 2020 is the year of trying new things. I went to dance class. The other day. Who is she? Girl, I don't know. I've been really trying to just put myself out there and do things that scare me. And dance class has always terrified me because I don't think I'm a particularly good dancer, but I've always wanted to get better. And I feel like as an actor, I'm just going to take my sponge with my concealer and just dab it over the top a little bit because I got a little heavy-handed, got a little crazy. But the whole classroom environment, when I was in high school, I'm going to take the Laguna bronzer now. When I was in high school, we were split into actors and dancers. I went to performing arts high school, and I just remember like dreading doing dance stuff with the dancers because they were just so judgmental when you would dance. This is my favorite highlighter of all time. I'm gonna do my brows. Great, those are my brows. I'm not gonna do too much. Honestly, I have to take this all off soon anyway, because I have to go to work and dance class tonight, so can't go to dance class with a full face of makeup because I will sweat this off. Alright, let's finish up the eyes, and then this will be my first look. And I would encourage you guys to do this with me, to pull out an old palette if it's Dream Street or not, and just do looks for like 2 weeks with it. Alright, let's finish it up. So I'm going to take a little brush from Moda. This is the BMX 402 smudger brush, and I'm going to dip into this really bright shade here, and we're going to smudge this on the lower lash line. Again, tapping off the excess. And we're going to go most of the way in with this shade like we did on the top, to kind of mirror what we did there. Great, and then we're going to go into that second shade again, mirror exactly what we did. It's going to be this one and then this one. Great, and then again with that dark one, which I think is called Elfish. Just on the very, very outer corners of the eyes. Just like that. And then we're going to take that little brush that we have with the orange shade, and we're just going to brighten up and drag down onto the lower lash line. So it's a nice, just really pulls it together. I'm in love with this look. Wow, I wish I could wear this out. This is so fucking pretty. Wow. Okay. I see you, Kathleen. I see you. Now, I only pulled 2 eyeliners, and they're both plum, but I think I'm going to use the Persona Cosmetics eyeliner in the shade Plum. It's more of a brownie plum, and I think this will play up really nice with the plum shades like mixed into the Elfish one. Wow, that is the eyes. Let's put on some mascara. My favorite mascara of the moment is Lashtopia by Bare Minerals. This is my favorite one because you can really build on this without it getting clumpy and gross. So on first application, it really just separates the lashes and coats them in a nice coat. Don't get any on your lid. Don't get any on your lid. So you're already zoomed all the way in, but you could see how every single one of my lashes has been separated and coated. And you can see there's a significant difference already. And I have nice long eyelashes to begin with, but this just really has them stand out. And this is also super long wearing and super water resistant for not claiming to be that. I wore this to my hip hop dance class. I never thought I'd say those words. I wore this to my hip hop dance class last week because I came right from work, and it stayed the whole time, and I have never been so, oh my god. I've never been so sweaty in my whole life. I will peel that off later. And that is on one coat, and I think my lashes look incredible, and so does this birthmark I now have. I think I'm going to let the first coat dry, and we're going to go with the second. So I'm going to start with the lips now. I wanted a glitter lip. So a glitter lip we're gonna give me. I'm gonna line my lips with this LA Girl Ultimate Lip Liner Intense Stay Auto Liner. My favorites. This is in the shade Enduring Mauve. So obviously the mauve does not quite go with the... Let me see the glosses I pulled for myself. I don't know why I did this. I pulled either a brown gloss or this pink gloss. You know what? I've never used this gloss before, so we're going to use this brown gloss. It's also from Kathleenlights, so I pulled it. This is her Twinkling Lights collab in the shade. It's called Nightlight, from her Twinkling Lights collab. This is probably expired. Okay, this is really pretty. Alright, I'm going to put one more coat and then this is the final look. I will take some pictures and then I have to run and do a podcast episode. So on the second coat, this mascara lengthens to the gods. To the gods. It doesn't clump up on itself, which I love so much. It really just builds such nice long and separated lashes. Get really close to the camera so you can see. Look at these lashes. Look at that. Like, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I can't make this shit up. Alright, let me just pull in my hair. Yeah, so this is the finished look using my Dream Street palette this month. Like I said, I have another look already that will be going up on my Instagram, which is all blues. I'll try to film at least 2 videos like this way using this palette, and this is the first installation of this series, so I totally have to come up with a name for it. I'll come up with a name for it, and if you guys have a suggestion for palettes, I don't have all that many, so if you guys want to join this journey with me, either with your Dream Street or with another palette, cool. Let's do this. Let's use up some makeup together. And I also encourage you, like me, who didn't use a lot of these products before or have put them to the side, to just pull out some older products and really get some use out of them. I think we're going to continue to try to use this bronzer, and I think I'm going to try to use this lip again because I really like it. Okay, and that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and also I have a podcast now if you want to subscribe to it. It's all about history and untold or rarely told history. I do it with my friend Jason. It comes out every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to check that out, I will leave that linked down below as well. Thank you guys for having me back. Welcome back to consistent uploads, whether I like it or not, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.